We have 94 registered political parties. If you remove the 2 that went to Naivasha to distribute power, we are remaining with 92 registered political parties. Those 92 registered political parties that you accepted in what you are doing are now what is going to form the United Authority government. And you are going to see it. That's why we keep growing stronger, stronger, stronger day by day. As you distribute power, with us, we are talking to the people, we are engaging the people, and also we are engaging the relevant political parties to help us walk this journey as a coalition. Back to you on whatever you asked me. You know, the kind of politics that we have in this country. If you look at the political matrix that we have right now, the deputy president position, I have no problem with that, because it is you to put your house in order and put it in a way that we might challenge our ticket, because the ticket that is coming, Kalonzo-Musyoka, and the deputy president that the Kenyans are going to give us is not a walk in the park. It's not a walk.
People of the internet, thank you and welcome to Inside the Headlines, a channel that gives you insight analysis of Kenyan most trending political news. In studio today, I'm joined by the national youth leader of the Wiper Patriotic Front, which is an affiliate party of the United Alternative Government in Kenya, Mr. Umoja Julius, and also Mr. Fred Aboge, who is a government spokesperson, not officially, but whatever he speaks, always agitates towards the government. Welcome, Mr. Umoja.
Thank you very much.
And I have Mr. Fred here.
Yes, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Mr. Umoja, welcome to the bench.
I'm grateful.
For 30 seconds each, Mr. Umoja, what can you tell the viewers who doesn't know you, just for introduction purposes?
Thank you very much for inviting me here, so that we come and scale down this government and also give the punchlines on the areas that are necessary. My name Umoja Julius, the national youth leader, Wiper Patriotic Front from Migori County, and also one of the greatest aspiring leaders in Migori County.
Thank you very much, Mr. Fred.
I know majority of you know me. I also come from Migori County, but I went to sub-county, just like Mr. Julius.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Now, Kenya is nearing election year period, and to nowadays we are looking at formation of coalition, and each and every sect is trying to make its house in order. Over the weekend, we saw the broad-based government having a retreat in Naivasha, just trying to come up with what might work for them. Mr. Umoja, what is your take on the meeting that took place in Naivasha?
You know, I'm not too much member of broad-based. Me, I can authoritatively talk about whatever happens in the United Authority government, but allow me to react to whatever I saw in the social media, because I think they were hosted in Naivasha for a cup of tea by the president and also the ODM party leader. I don't know if there's a party leader, or Burodinga. It is good as time to also to bring your house in order. But the reason why they are bringing their house in order is because majority of their MPs are quitting the coalition to form or to join the United Alternative Government. And equally, whatever is also happening is that the government has failed, so they are trying to look at the leeways on how people can go to do what you call the grassroots mobilization. You saw they gave the data of those who attended, and I'm very regretting, because out of the MPs that attended, I don't know, they said that how many, I don't know, they counted senators, they counted governors, they counted deputy governors. I think the governors were 23. Out of the 23, those who are not there were 24, they are deputy governors. So those who are not there in 24, all of them are from the United Authority government, and that one tells you that at least we have got some political muscles. Then equally, those MPs who are counted there, please don't worry. And I want to tell my fellow Kenyans, but let them not worry, because those people, they even counted the cameramen who are there, as one of, as the MPs, and also they counted the chefs who were in that hotel to also represent some of the MPs. We regret because we know we have the majority, and we are going to form the government with the majority in the National Assembly, majority in the County Assembly, and also we are going to get a lot of governors. We are determined, we are committed. Let them hold several meetings that they can, as they plan for us. They are not planning for us, but they should plan for the common citizen, because they have got a clear indication, they have got a clear fight with the common mwananchi who's waiting for them in the ballot in 2027.
Mr. Fred,
Yes.
the broad-based government was in Naivasha, and there are some reports that a lot of discussions were made, but some people were not comfortable with the meeting, and they decided to walk out of the meeting. What happened?
Okay, thank you very much, our viewers. This is what really happened at Naivasha. The reason why the president called for such gathering in Naivasha is to try to harmonize and form the coalition team that is going to craft our manifesto ahead of the 2027 general election, and also see how ODM and UDA, Kenya Kwanza government are going to share the positions in the next government. So the reason why there were some members of parliament who walked out of the meeting, as you know, the ODM party is very categorical that they are not going to field a presidential candidate, and these other positions are left for grab. So in the meeting, there was a debate on the deputy president position. And as you know, the MPs from Mount Kenya East, when the ODM members started debating on who should deputize the president come 2027, some MPs from Mount Kenya East, who are the lieutenants for the Professor Kithure Kindiki, the current deputy president, were not happy because they think or believe that the same way the position for the president has been left for President William Ruto, that should also apply to the position of the deputy president. So I think that is why there was that walkout of the meeting.
Now, what does the constitution say? Is it that the people of a given region should nominate a deputy president, or it is the president who should nominate?
It is the president who should nominate his deputy.
Then why were they angry if the president did not make a decision that favors?
I think the reason why it was left, because I think the president is is somebody who is very accommodative, very democratic. He wants people to help him make the decision, just like before. Before he zeroed in on Rigathi Gachagua, he subjected the Kenya Kwanza teams to maybe subject Kithure Kindiki and Rigathi Gachagua. And that is how he arrived at choosing Rigathi Gachagua ahead of Kithure Kindiki. So I think he's just repeating the same thing. So that if the ODM UDA party members can give him a good candidate that can help him get some votes.
Now, before I go to Mr. Julius,
yes,
can we say that Mr. President is not comfortable with Rigathi or with Kindiki? That's why he's planning to change him. Because if indeed he was comfortable, he could have just told those people, no, the position of deputy, I'll go with Kindiki. Why give a leeway for them to start a wrangle?
I think this is politics, and thank you for asking that question. I think I was sharing with Julius a while ago. The reason why there is a debate on who should deputize the president is simply because of the emergence of the Rigathi Gachagua's influence in Mount Kenya. And as you can see, there is a debate right now, splitting of Mount Kenya into Mount Kenya West and Mount Kenya East. So in my view, I think the reason why there is this debate of replacing Professor Kithure Kindiki with another candidate altogether in 2027, this is specifically made to help Kithure Kindiki consolidate his backyard. Because now the folks of Mount Kenya East will now start seeing, like, if we don't support our son, then this position he is holding will go to another region. So I think it's just a strategy that the president and even the ODM party are using to ensure that Gachagua has no influence in Mount Kenya East.
Now,
so it's just a political strategy, in my view.
Yes. You've answered that. Yeah. A quick one. So Mount Kenya East is not behind Professor. That's why the ODM is sending information that for them to be part.
Initially, they were not behind him. But right now, after realizing that the position of deputy president may slip away, they are now starting coalescing around Professor Kithure Kindiki. So our political strategy is working.
So what are you saying?
Yes.
That they are going to support Kindiki because of the deputy president's position, not out of will.
Of course.
Thank you.
Yes.
Mr. Umoja, the alternative government, the way you call it, we are seeing that there is somehow an emergence of wrangle, especially between these leaders. Recently ago, we saw the former governor for Meru, Peter Munya, come out clearly and stated that they are not comfortable with what Rigathi is doing. Will this actually affect the strength of the united opposition in the mountain?
First I wish to respond to some of the few allegations that my brother has also spoken here.
Okay.
Because one, I want to tell him that according to the historical background of this country, and according to the election history and turnout that we have in this country, there's nothing when it comes to election like Mount Kenya East and Mount Kenya West. Geographically, you can talk of Mount Kenya East and Mount Kenya West, but in terms of voting, they will speak one language. Those people speak one language. Number two, they went to Naivasha as two political parties to go and distribute 22 cabinet secretary positions, 51 principal secretary positions to parastatal CEOs. That's what they were doing as two political parties. That's what he has said, that they were there to distribute power and also to the two affiliate parties. I want to tell you, my brother, that in the register of from the office of the register of political parties, we have 94 registered political parties. If you remove the two that went to Naivasha to distribute power, we are remaining with the 92 registered political parties. Those 92 registered political parties that you accepted in what you are doing are now what is going to form the United Authority government. And you are going to see it. That's why we keep growing stronger day by day. As you distribute power, with us we are talking to the people, we are engaging the people, and also we are engaging the relevant political parties to help us walk this journey as a coalition. Back to you on whatever you've asked me. The kind of politics that we have in this country. If you look at the political matrix that we have right now, the deputy president position, I have no problem with that, because it is you to put your house in order and put it in a way that we might challenge our ticket, because the ticket that is coming, Kalonzo-Musyoka, and the deputy president that the Kenyans are going to give us is not a walk in the park. It's not a walk in the park. Because you take your deputy president from a region that Ghana has only 251,000 votes.
Mm-hmm.
With us, we take it from a region that we have is good. I will not. That one I cannot speak in the.
Maybe talk about Munya,
the equation according to the
opposition leaders.
According to the question that have been asked,
yes,
we respect that each and every political party that forms the coalition that we are in.
Mm-hmm.
And each and every political party, they have their own party constitution.
Yes.
And this party constitution says that it is through the NDC that these parties can give us their presidential candidate. And McHugh or Wiper had given theirs. Jubilee, we have Fred Matiang'i has been endorsed. The Democratic Party, we have Muturi. Justin Muturi has been endorsed. We have PLP Party, Martha Karua has been endorsed. Linda Mwananchi is going to give us theirs. Then DCP is also going to give us theirs. Then we are now going to have a sit down. And McHugh, if you see any wrangle here, all these leaders, we are united. That's why we are called United Solidarity Government. We are very united. And we are very selfless. Selfless in the manner that even if we confront one person to be the flag bearer of the coalition, all of us must be comfortable. Because our major aim, our major philosophy, whatever brings us together, is that Ruto must be a one-term president.
Are you comfortable?
Just a minute.
Yes.
I want to take you back to whatever you said. You started by saying that they have to give a stronger ticket that will challenge Honorable Kalonzo and the deputy that will be given. But you've just said that these political parties that are forming the alternative government have endorsed whom they called their presidential aspirants. So when and where was Kalonzo-Sifuna endorsed to fly this United Alternative Government position?
You know, there are things that we have what we call the practical wisdom and applied wisdom. All of them apply in politics.
Okay.
If your practical wisdom cannot work, then you use applied wisdom. Now, here I'm blending the two, both applied and the practical wisdom, to tell you that the charisma, the experience, the maturity rates, plus any other characters or plus any other characteristics that is deemed fit for someone to be the president, who bears them? Who bears them?
Would you tell us?
None other than Dr. Stephen Kalonzo-Musyoka.
Then why do you
competent to the core?
Why do you allow other political parties to produce their presidential?
No, that is their party constitution. They have to implement their party constitution. Once they have those presidential aspirants, they put them on the table. Then all of them will come now to the coalition, where we are going now to form the secretariat. And also we sit down and say that now this is what we are going to do. Here we are going to have the president. Here we are going to have the deputy president. And also bring, because politics is a game of numbers.
Okay.
If we have Dr. Stephen Kalonzo-Musyoka, it tells you that Eastern is locked. If we have Mheshimiwa Rigathi Gachagua, Peter Munya, Kawira Mwangaza, it tells you that Central is locked. If we have leaders like Sifuna, it tells you that Western is going. If you have leaders like me, it tells you that Nyanza is going. So it is just a matter that what people must know that it is a game of numbers. Because UDA and ODM, being that the stronghold is more North Rift and Nyanza. But Nyanza, that's the Luo Nyanza. If you remove Kisi, Nyamira, which is part of Nyanza as well, they are remaining with nothing. A game of numbers. We are going to defeat you. And if we are going to defeat you. If you think I'm cheating you, go to the IBC data of the registered voters, plus the newly registered voters, analyze per region, analyze per county, analyze per village, analyze per sub-county, and tell me where you're going to defeat. We have the numbers.
Mr. Moja, you've not answered my question.
Yes.
If you've decided that Honorable Kalonzo will actually go against Ruto using the United Alternative Government flag, why then do you allow these affiliate parties to produce their presidential candidates if you believe that Kalonzo will be the one to fly that ticket? Why don't you just tell them that you come but no, Kalonzo is the person who is going to fly this ticket? Because if by now the other parties believe that it is Sifuna, it's Matiang'i, then you come to the table using the secretariat that you've said, then each and every party stand their talk that it has to be these people. Are you not projecting a certain misunderstanding and fallout during that talk?
You know, once I said that all our leaders within those political parties, they are grounded with one character of being selfless. Okay. That we don't say that we don't thumb chest that it has to be me. It has to be me. According to how I perceive and have known and the wisdom and the knowledge that I have, that's why my ground is very firm. That it is Dr. Stephen Kalonzo-Musyoka. But we are going to give them an opportunity to sit down.
Decided.
It is, if it is decided, Kenyans will know. We are still putting ours in order. But I'm just telling you because if you have some doubts, I don't want to be in shock once you hear Dr. Stephen Kalonzo-Musyoka pronounced. That's why I'm just giving you bits by bits, okay, those bits by bits on whatever is being cooked there. That Dr. Stephen Kalonzo-Musyoka is the only competent person, is the only competent leader, is the only experience, is the only experience, is the only experience. You know, when I talk about competency, it means that this election, you know, this is a national election. Mm-hmm. National election, it runs all the way from Garissa to Jatike. It runs all the way from Busia to Vanga Idukwali. So it means that, do you have the blueprint on what we expect on this election? How many people have gone for election from the network?
I think you are disparaging other principles.
It's a matter of you understanding. It is a matter, you know, it's a matter of you understanding. Because me, the language as far as the context I put it, if you are from the United Government, you can understand. But being that you are from the bread base, that is why you cannot understand whatever I'm saying. But above all, I'm telling you that we respect the constitution. Let each and every party confront their person. We will sit on the table. Once they sit on the table, they are going to decide on the proper alignment. And I'm not cheating you. With us, we are not going to dispute that you will be the secretary. Can be the secretary for what? Can be the secretary for interior. No, we are not doing that at the same time. At this time, we are just confronting the president and the deputy. Then all those positions, the Kenyans will tell us the person to occupy, as per the opposite of what these people are doing. Okay. I'm telling you, we are with you.
Mr. Fred.
Let me try to deconstruct my brother here. My brother, you are saying that the United Opposition leaders are fully behind Kalonzo Musyoka, and yet, as per now, there is no definitive candidate for the United Opposition. So, by saying that it is Kalonzo that is going to fly the flag, it means that you are belittling other core principles that are present in the United Opposition, which is not right for unity, and that is what we are talking about. So the fact that people from Wiper Party are feeling entitled that it is Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka who should fly the flag, I think that is very divisive. You should wait for the right time for the principles to meet so that they can choose a leader that can fly that flag. And number two, are Wiper leaders ready? If Kalonzo is not chosen as the leader of the United Opposition to go and battle it out with the president, are they ready to support the person who is going to be selected? Because if you look at the way you people are talking, you are talking with a lot of certainty that it is going to be Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. If it is not Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, then it is none. So that one should also come very clearly when you people are trying to unite the opposition outfit. Number three, I don't think if Rigathi Gachagua is going to throw his weight behind Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka without any proper written MOU. So when you say that they are not going to share the spoils of cabinet secretaries, principal secretaries before the general election, I think that one you are not sincere. They will do it because that one will form part of the coalition agreement ahead of the 2027 general election, Mr. Omoja.
You know, I think what I know very well, I think before you form, I know I'm not a lawyer.
Yes.
But at one point I stepped in a law school for 1 month before I deferred. So I can give you some basics on whatever I learned within that 1 month in law. That before a coalition is done, there must be binding documents for the coalition. That binding documents contain the political parties that are in there.
Yes.
As in they had their own binding document. With us also, we are in the progress of forming our binding document. That will bring the political, because we've still given a window, because every day we must receive a political party that is coming to join our coalition. Now, this binding document, it will contain on the ratio of power sharing, but it's not slotted. I want to get that one very clear. The ratio is there, but it is not slotted.
I heard that Rigathi Gachagua is going to get 70% of the government.
Avoid rumors.
Avoid,
this is why, moderator, this is why, don't invite me with the ingredients of propaganda.
That's not very good. That was Moses' opinion.
That is what we call the political, that's propaganda in politics.
Yeah, that's political.
I'm still repeating that our major aim as a united government is to take President Ruto home and to make him a one-term president. Whether that person that will choose, even if it is not Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, as perhaps you are saying, we are very comfortable because our major aim is to take Ruto home. That is the basic foundation.
Then after taking him home, what next?
Then now we implement what is the blueprint that we have for the country.
Tell us the blueprint.
A lot of people are asking because mostly you say that the main objective of this united alternative government is to take President William Ruto home. Then people ask, after taking him home, what will happen? Will we just go back to the normal problems that Kenyans are facing? So they always, what is the blueprint? Because an objective, a manifesto can not be just to send somebody home. After he's gone to Sugoi or gone to Kilgoris, then what next?
You know what we say as a one-term statement that the one-term statement is a political refrain statement. In Kiswahili, we call it kibwagizo. That after we say whatever we are going to do in each and every sector, in each and every ministry, then after it all, we give a political reference statement that we say one term. So if, for example, because we have got different sectors, and for example, if I even start with the education sector is very rotten for this country.
Okay.
We, as we talk here, we are not products of the university funding model. We are good products of HELB, and HELB was being given as per your application and as per some basic checks which were done.
Exactly.
Right now, there are bands. Band 1, Band 2, Band 3, Band 4. Why are you denying people access to education? If education is if you have a right to education. Right now, if you go and look at the fee structure of a nursing student, if you don't have tears, you look for tears to cry. That is the Kenya that you are in. We need to standardize education. We scrap off this university funding model. We bring a model that will go uniform to all students, because in equity of education, as one of the units of education, there must be equity in education.
What about equality?
Equity and equality, all of them, they run hand in hand, but there's a way that all of them try to shape the education system. Number two, if you go to agriculture sector, I'm not a farmer, but I'm a friend to farmers. They were given fertilizer of 2,500 shillings per bag, subsidy from 7,000. All of them are still crying up to now. What did the government supply? So those gushy supplies, those gushy subsidies, we are here to scrap them off and give Kenyans, or give farmers, the good standard fertilizers that will help them to have the production. Because with that production, we are going to have got good, what we call the food security in our country. Okay. If I leave that on aside, if I come to the health sector, rotten to the core, the gaps which were in NHIF are not solved by SHA. Even if you look at SHA leadership per county, the SHA directors per county are full of people from one community. Corruption, not corruption. Those are the things that when we get to the government, we want to scrap off. E-citizen, that each and every service must be paid through e-citizen. There's someone from Awendo village, where sugarcane is too much. This person can decide to take sugarcane to school to pay fee. Then this person is being told that we pay by e-citizen. So this person will he or she take sugarcane to put in the e-citizen. Does that resonate? There's a way you must resonate, because this government, it was as a foundation of what you call better bottom-up economic model. That bottom up, meaning that priorities were given to the common range, not given to the common range. This housing projects, President Uhuru Kenyatta did a lot of houses. Even though this current government is doing much kidogo, but President Uhuru did a lot of houses without taxing people. Now look at the pay slips. People are crying outside here. Those are the things. We have got a very, very clear blueprint on how we are going to standardize. Because right now our GDP has grown. A grown GDP comes with a lot of benefits. Not limited to employment, not limited to good infrastructure, not limited to better living standards. So if our GDP has grown, right now, unga, how much is unga? Uhuru Kenyatta, the former president, used to partner with these industries and could do subsidy program for unga, and could buy even unga at 100 shillings. Right now, it's more than expensive. Same applies to sugar. There's been public-private partnership with the sugar industries that we have that has rendered our youths jobless. We have got Kazi Mtaani. The Kazi Mtaani employed around 28,000 youths. They brought what we call climate works that has only employed 7,300 youths. A lot of youth have gone home jobless. These are the things that we need to solve as a country.
Okay. So do you want to tell us that you have a blueprint of how you are going to solve that?
We have got a clear manifesto that is going to help us to solve. But those that we cannot solve, we have got an approach on how we solve. Because Kenya is one of the richest countries that we know even in Africa. And we have got a lot of resources as a country that when we maximize on them, can help us to better the standards.
May I ask Mr. Umoja a question?
You know, the question was so general. I'm not here to answer questions from both sides, but you answer the question that has been directed to you because you are in the government.
No.
Someone from the government, should be having more answers than questions. Someone from the government should be having more answers than questions. Anyway, I give you a year.
Yes, listen, Mr. Umoja. I heard you complain about the housing levy and the SHA. Can you maybe briefly explain to us how you are going to scrap it off and what are the alternatives that you are going to bring? Because you have talked about the housing levy and the SHA. They are not resonating well with the united opposition. So as you win the election and you are coming in, what are you going to do to deal with the issue of SHA and housing levy?
One, housing levy. Why are you being taxed? And there are some people that had mortgage allowances or mortgage loans, and they had paid. Number two, why are you being taxed in the house that you are being told that you will have to pay pole pole, then ndio upate nyumba? What the best thing that you as a government could have done? Why are you taking affordable houses to Lumumba in Kisumu? You could have no. I'm headed there. Yes. I've not said that it needs to be scrapped. What I'm saying is Kenya has got a lot of resources. It doesn't need that you have to tax people for the housing levy. Number two, if you have to do, where was Uhuru Kenyatta getting money to build the houses? Was it taxing people? So you was Honorable Ruto was in that government for 10 years. Did he not learn on where the money was being gotten from? You need to get money. You need to get money. Now you focus on the slums. You cannot then build in Lumumba. No, go and identify a very good slum that we have in Kisumu. Then do houses there for the people. There's nothing affordable housing is doing in Lumumba, in Kisumu. Go to Kibra, identify a place, do some few houses there. Pole too, you'll modernize. Then why do you bring affordable housing? You snatch it from the people of Kibra, then you come and put it in Mukuru. No, must have a clear blueprint and the people that we want to help. I saw some women here, they were called and given houses in Mukuru. Then the following day, what happened? They were told to get out of those houses. They were just being used as an advertisement.
You haven't answered my question.
I'm telling you. No,
let's proceed. Let's proceed.
In the government, you should be having more answers.
Let me tell you.
Mr. Fred,
yes.
Let's proceed. Now, during last general election, the UDA, or let's talk of Kenya Kwanza government, used the narrative of hustler, let's say, to get the votes from the people, of which a majority of people were saying they were manipulated with this ideology that did not sit well with them. Now, what is the broad-based government planning to use this time to manipulate people?
No, we are not manipulating Kenyans. We have the government has worked, and the government, if you look at the housing program, is disparaging. There is a lot of housing projects that are happening across the country. Using the housing levy. We have the SHA working because the president promised Kenyans that we will have a universal health care for all Kenyans. Right now, as we speak, we have over 30 million Kenyans registered on SHA, and many Kenyans are attesting to the fact that SHA is helping them foot hospital bills. That's the number.
On that SHA?
Yes.
Over 30 million registered. Yeah. How many are paying and how many are supposed to pay?
Of course, everyone enrolled in SHA are supposed to pay according to the ability. There is how government ensure that there are people who earn a certain amount of salary, they are supposed to pay a certain amount.
We are not interested.
Of course, everyone is paying that money.
And how much do you collect per month as a government in SHA?
No, everyone is paying. Everyone is paying. If there is anyone who is not paying, then the government is paying for them. We have some MPs who are paying for those people who cannot afford to pay.
Mr. Fred.
And anyone who can afford to pay, they pay. As low as even 500 shillings.
Mr. Fred.
Yes.
According to the data from the Ministry of Health, only 15 million people are paying. You've said about 30 million people are registered.
A recipe of propaganda.
So how are the remaining half getting, or how are the remaining half benefiting the government? They need the service, they don't pay.
Of course, this about right now we are about 50 million Kenyans. This universal health care, we are supposed to have all Kenyans. That's why we call it universal. So regardless, I'm coming there. So regardless of whether somebody is paying or not paying, we want Kenyans who are on payroll. We just like the housing levy, we get some money from Kenyans who are working so that we can help others who are not working. So that's the reason why we have that universal health care. And I think it is in the Obamacare in the US also. you find that the rich folks are taxed so that the money tax from the rich folks can be used to elevate or help the people who are not rich in the society to also get health care.
I want to give you a practical scenario.
Yes.
An ECD teacher employed under the county government, earning 10,000, pays for sure. Then there is somebody who is working in formal business, maybe a hardware, earning millions of shillings. That person is not paying because he doesn't have a payslip. Then you call this, is it equity? Is it fair?
No, how sure are you that these people are not paying?
But according to the data that you have, you see.
Yes, when during registration of SHA, you are being asked, what are you doing for a living? So that the government can categorize you whether you can be able to pay for SHA or not.
So in Kenya, only 15 million people are the people who are working who can pay. The remaining people are poor. They can't pay.
Of course, the 15 million other people are those people who are very remote in our remote areas in the country. So they need to be assisted.
Okay, which data are you using to identify that these people are coming?
Of course, when you are registering for SHA, the government takes your credentials. You know what you are, what kind of job you are doing, and your ability to pay.
A person who is not employed,
yes,
have registered for SHA. According to Ministry of Health, how much are they supposed to pay?
A person
who is not formally employed, you don't know the gross salary, the net salary.
Okay, we presume that they should pay at least 500 shillings.
You know, these are the what you call the propaganda. Because and allow me also to
that's not propaganda.
Allow me to help my brother. Because you know that
propaganda.
data, it depends.
I'm not even finished answering my question.
On how you feel
your credentials. To Mr. Umoja. I did not even finish answering my question.
But I want to help you. Are in government, and I want to help you on how your system works.
No, you cannot help us run our. You asked me about the narrative that we are going to run.
Yeah. What is the narrative?
So I think the way you are unfair to me. So it's like you're favoring Mr. Umoja.
No. It is because I have points.
No. Let me finish. So I talked about the housing levy. We are using it to elevate other folks who are on the lower scale economically. I also talked about SHA. We have the Nyota Fund, which we are giving each and every household, women groups, to help them start business. We also had the Hustler Fund, which everyone has access to, including you two of you here.
I don't.
So,
and I'm not interested.
That is the reason why I'm saying that the bottom-up economic model, the president has implemented it. And right now, what we want to implement is a new chapter whereby we want Kenya to move from a third world country economically to a first world country economically. And that is the concept why we are talking about moving to the Singapore way. Yes.
So which slogan are you going to use? That's my question.
The slogan we are going to, right now we still don't have a slogan yet. Okay. Because we are still crafting our coalition and manifesto. So maybe in the next 1 month we'll have a slogan for our coalition. Okay. That is going to defeat them.
Yeah, I think I want to tell them that the slogan that they used in 2022 is what helped them, because majority of the voters that we have in Kenya are those who are from the background, the most loyal background. And they used them in 2022 with a very good slogan that is
for us. At least we have a slogan. For Umoja, their slogan is one tap.
Unless if he says that our slogan is one tap, it means that it's too much deep-rooted in the activities that we do. And I don't know whether at night is also with us and daytime is in the other side of the government. But that one aside, I want to tell him that whatever you use in 2022 to give you votes is whatever resonated with the common mwananchi. And the common mwananchi forms the good percentage of the voter block that we have in this country. I don't know what you're going to use 2027, because in 2027, these people, they are saying that there's a lot of corruption. Do you know that how much we lose in a day? We lose a lot. Even a good sub-county level 4 sector, we lose because of corruption in Kenya. well furnished, well equipped sub-county hospital, we lose it because
First
of
of all, health is devolved.
Number
so
two,
you are supposed to be blaming your own governor.
No, me, I'm saying
yes.
the total amount
Why
of money, the total amount of money that we lose in the country as a result of corruption can build a level 4 hospital daily. So in a year we can build 365 level 4 hospitals, because if we just be in a position to seal the corruption
is
loophole.
It the function of
Number
the national
two,
government to
so how can you be a president and you cannot manage corruption?
No,
is the president
we have level 6 hospitals under the national government.
Is the president?
So, stop your propaganda.
No, not the propaganda. You have to resonate.
We must hold the governors accountable.
Number two,
no.
Number, I want to get my point very clear.
Yes.
I'm saying the total amount of money we lose from the national government in a day, it can build a good sub-county level 4 hospital. So meaning that if we got the president seals the corruption loophole that we have in the country, we can be having a lot of
give me any scandal.
Then how can I give you?
There is no scandal in this government. There is no scandal in this government.
Did you not see the SHA scandals, which was gazetted everywhere?
No, the DCI, the EACC has not yet confirmed that there was.
You know, when we
how
do you challenge? When you wake up each and every time, try to look for the newspapers and read the headline.
Before you proceed, I want to get something to Mr. Fred. The CS for Finance and Planning, CS Mbadi, when he took over office, I think 2 months, he said that the amount that Kenya loses per day, if they can reduce by even a half, what can the government do? Because it's in the public domain. I want you to answer it yourself.
Then no, he was not specific which level of government was losing the money. We have 2 levels of government.
So Mr. the national government.
We have corruption in county governments. In fact, that is where a lot of money is being lost.
Okay.
So if we can seal those loopholes,
where is the money coming from that is used in the county government?
Of course, after the president and the national government devolve funds, it is the governors who are in charge of the funds.
Do you read the Auditor General reports?
Because we have institutions that deals with. Listen, you are being biased. Let me finish. Let me finish. We have institutions of governance like EACC who are responsible for prosecution of any corrupt cases.
Okay.
So if the EACC don't have what it takes to nab some of these corrupt governors and bring them to justice, then we should not blame the president for corruption that are happening within the counties.
I'll tell you that once we have corruption in the country, corruption affects the development that we have in the country. It affects the integrity plus the profiling of the good governance that we have in the country. Because when the president was being sworn in, he said that he will uphold the constitution. Does the constitution say that the president is not in charge of the corruption that we have in the country?
No, the president is not. Corruptions are everywhere in the government sector.
Are you patriotic?
So, no, you cannot just say that it is the president that perpetuates corruption.
Not perpetuate. He has.
No.
He has got. He can be in a position to seal.
Name one scandal that has happened.
I've said SHA, which was in the Gazette.
It was
the hospitals which were not.
It has not yet been authenticated.
No, the hospitals which are not even existing, the awarded money. Was that not as corruption? Or to you, corruption is a cup of tea?
My friend, if you look at the scandals that happened in the previous administration, there are so many than this administration.
Mr. Umoja, when are you giving us the lineup for the United Alternative Government?
Now, United Alternative Government, we are underway. And once we have got, we are going to form a good ticket, and this ticket we are going to present to the Independent Public Commission. Independent Public Commission, it means that we also present to the people. And right now our polls are also ongoing, and we also have the public engagement on the ticket that they feel that will not fail them. Because we need a ticket that we are given by the people. Because it's the people that also change our name from the United Opposition to the United Alternative Government as a way, because these citizens, they are really resonating with us. They're saying that hakuna ukombozi ingine, there is no other solution that they will rely on apart from the solution that comes from the United Alternative Government. And from the things that you see, from the numbers that you see, from the atmosphere, what you see, and also from the way these people are also afraid, this thing is gone. It is gone. It is Kalonzo. Kalonzo ticket will be the strongest ticket to beat. We are beating someone that has been in the government for 40 years.
Yes,
someone that has served in different political positions, different profiles within this government. Okay. I'm telling you, it will be so hard.
Mr. Fred, so when are you settling on the deputy for the running mate for the president?
Of course, there is a task force that has been formed by both ODM and UDA party that they are going to look for how they are going to make that coalition agreement. So after that, maybe I think we'll come up with a formidable deputy president.
Are you throwing Ford Kenya out of this coalition? Because there is not much.
MDG.
I talked about Kenya Kwanza, which also encompasses Ford Kenya.
No, but you said UDA,
UDA Kenya Kwanza. Let me correct that.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Maybe let me finish by saying this.
Okay.
Mr. Umoja.
Add it with your last comment.
Yes, okay. I add it with my last comment. Or maybe you're going to give me an opportunity to say my last comment.
Okay, just say it, then you add it with your last comment.
Okay, Mr. Umoja. Let me tell you this, that don't chest thump that the united opposition has what it takes to win the next general election. Because the kind of coalition the government is forming right now is going to shock most of you. And when the right time comes, when the president shall now be off the duty and now start campaigning, I think all of you will run out of what you can criticize government for.
Mr. Moja, your last comment.
I have to tell my fellow Kenyans that they continue registering as voters because our major projection is to have at least 6.3 registered members. And the 6.3 registered members, if also we add them into the total votes that we've put as our targets, as a united authority government, it will lead us somewhere. I know Kenyans, you are very tired. I know Kenyans, you've lost hope. But I want to restore your hope that Dr. Stephen Kalonzo-Sifuna Ticket will be there for you and also will be in a position to assist you in different pathways of life that you've been undergoing. Good life is coming with the United Authority government.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you very much, our viewers. It has been a very interesting discussion, and I appreciate you for making it to the studios. And pass our regards to the United Alternative Government. Thank you, Mr. Fred, for making it. We hope that everything will be in order. See you in the next episode.